Fear over WWE releases. DOS, Money in the Bank cash-in fails. An ex-WWE star returning for one last John Cena match, and more. I'm Ollie Davis, acknowledging math greater than pipe bomb, and this is the WrestleTalk News.
Support WrestleTalk!
After almost letting everyone's contract expire, WWE have gone into signing and re-signing overdrive in the last few months. Chad Gable, Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest all re-signed with the promotion, and Stephanie Vaquer and Julia have been added to the roster. But as Dijak discovered, it can sometimes be one in, one out. Also released this year was WWE's once next biggest thing, the Olympic gold medalist Gabe Stevenson. It wasn't that shocking, as he never progressed to the extent he needed to be in the ring. What did surprise people, both inside and outside the company, however, was WWE's release of Gable's real-life brother, Bobby Stevenson, who wrestled under the name Damon Kemp, which Kemp revealed himself on X on the 8th of July. As of today, I am no longer under contract with WWE, forever grateful for the people I met and the experiences I've had. Fightful reported Kemp's contract simply wasn't renewed, just like how Donovan Dijak departed WWE, and that this wasn't part of a new round of talent cuts. The Wrestling Observer newsletter, however, has reported WWE letting Kemp's contract expire has surprised people in the company, as he was always praised for his work ethic and, unlike his brother, was much better in the ring. His exit has reportedly created a lot of anxiety backstage in NXT for those who have contracts expiring soon. As if Kemp can get cut, anyone can. Of course, if any NXT wrestlers are really worried about their position, there is one guaranteed surefire way to make WWE want them. Wrestle at Forbidden Door and have Tony Khan try and sign you afterwards. Just 11 days after losing to Mercedes Moné at Forbidden Door, and just a month after debuting at all for AEW, Stephanie Vaquer was announced to be joining WWE, with head NXT booker Shawn Michaels revealing the news himself on X. In that time, she got big offers from both AEW and WWE, with WWE reportedly going higher than usual because they knew Tony Khan also wanted her. If I'm Tony, this should really change how I showcase talent on my product going forward. I now think it's naive to showcase a wrestler without any multi-month deal locked in, with WWE always ready to pounce. Vaquer, a lifelong fan of WWE, chose both the money and fame, and also reportedly got heat from CMLL for refusing to lose on the way out, causing her to get stripped of the two titles she had there, and from New Japan and Revolution Pro Wrestling for cancelling future dates. I don't think we can rule out this being a WWE-influenced decision, as they're constantly looking for ways to undermine any of AEW's partner promotions. And then she debuted at WWE's Mexico Live events over the weekend. Boy, things really escalated quickly. Vaquer defeated Isla Dawn in her WWE debut on Saturday, after which the Chilean told the Mexican crowd that this was a dream come true, especially to debut in front of her people. On the following day, she beat Dawn again, this time in Monterrey, while getting a lot of focus on from WWE's social channels. With her debuting against main roster stars, there was some speculation she could actually be going directly to Raw or SmackDown. It seems WWE were just taking advantage of that weekend's house shows being in Mexico, though, as Vaquer confirmed herself on a WWE Instagram video, NXT, see you soon. Vaquer's WWE debut wasn't the only notable thing to happen at the Mexican Live events, though, as Tiffany Stratton attempted to cash in her Money in the Bank contract just 1 week after winning the briefcase. Following Friday's SmackDown angle, where Nia Jax stopped Stratton from cashing in on Bayley to protect her own SummerSlam title match against her, Stratton tried again after Bayley beat Bianca Belair at the 13th of July show in Mexico City. This time, however, Belair chased her off. Now here's a message from Turbo Jake.
Oh, hey there! I'm 80s Wrestler Turbo Jake! And yeah, Turbo Jack ain't here today, cause he's handling business. You know his little crafting business he's got where he makes some cute little things with the bows? Anyway, I'm here to say thank you to the Pledge Hammers over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk. They get a bunch of exclusive content every month, and they get shoutouts on this show. So thank you to Hitman Belton, Baldwin Brumming, Brent Linford, Turbo Jake knows nothing about Baldwin, Big Jiggy, Josh Martin, Double L, Liam Leonard, The Pinnacle of Success, Luke Kelly, Abominable, Michael Abbott, King of the Conquest, Stephen Mullins. Where there's a Will Campbell, The Machine Gun, Alex Anderson, and The Roller Coaster, Robert Acosta. You can get your own shout out and loads of exclusive content at patreon.com/WrestleTalk. Go visit her today! Right now! Link in the description! Go! Why are you still here?
Back to all the wrestling contracts news. After months of speculation over whether she was leaving the company, Natalya has reportedly re-signed with WWE. Fightful have reported that Natalya, who has been wrestling for WWE since 1937, was genuinely considering leaving the promotion, as she was gathering interest from other companies. This apparently included those other companies being interested in Natalya's husband, the wrestler turned backstage producer Tyson Kidd. After being in negotiations since May, though, Natalya and WWE signed an extension in late June for a multi-year deal. One potential clause Natalya was negotiating for was a possible film based on the Hart family, which could be in the same vein of last December's Iron Claw movie. Meanwhile, veteran tag team the Motor City Machine Guns appeared to bid farewell to the independent wrestling scene at Prestige Wrestling's Combat Clash show on the 12th of July, where Chris Sabin defeated Alex Shelley. After the match, they both hugged and waved goodbye to the fans, with commentary putting over how this might be the last time they appear in Prestige. Sabin and Shelley have been free agents since the 1st of April after leaving TNA. Initially, Bodyslam.net reported they were close to signing with AEW, where they could face their longtime rivals, the Young Bucks. But now, PWN is reporting they're in talks with WWE, after which current WWE Tag Team Champion Tommaso Ciampa posted a photo of the Machine Guns on his Instagram stories. And almost lost in all the contract news, Fightful is reporting former WWE wrestler Rachel Ellering has actually been signed with AEW and Ring of Honor for quite some time, where she was recently added to the official Ring of Honor roster page. She first appeared on ROH in June last year. Another big free agent name is Matt Cardona, and he, along with everyone else in the industry, wants one last match against John Cena. After shockingly answering Adam Copeland's open challenge for the TNT title back in March, Cardona tore his pectoral muscle. He underwent surgery and has been made the general manager of GCW while he recovers, where he's also been tweeting about John Cena, posting, "People talk about long-term storytelling. I want John Cena," referencing the terrible Zack Ryder, Cena and Kane storyline from over a decade ago. Yeah, makes you feel old, doesn't it? Cardona has told SE Scoops he's not joking, he's actually campaigning to make it happen. Those posts I've been making on social media, they're not BS. I would love to wrestle John Cena one last time. I think, with the way WWE is now, I think it's something that could happen, where I could just walk in, whether it be for one day or make a return. I think Zack Ryder versus John Cena, those matches were fine, they were what they were, but John Cena versus Matt Cardona, that's where the story is, because you could play it so many different ways. Matt Cardona could say, "John, you're the reason my WWE career didn't take off." What else do you want to see John Cena wrestle on his retirement tour? Let me know in the comments down below, because I'll be replying to people from out of that Kurt Angle meme. WWE wasn't just in Mexico over the weekend. They also had a significant presence in Japan, as AJ Styles won in his Pro Wrestling Noah debut in a match against Marufuji, where he even wore his mask entrance attire from New Japan. Styles put over Marufuji in the interview afterwards, and the working relationship between WWE and Pro Wrestling Noah, particularly how younger talent wrestling in Japan can improve their craft. The way you become a great wrestler is by experience, and if you want to do it the best way, you come to Japan and you go to America. That's how you get good. It was likely a pre-prepared soundbite to get in there, as Noah subsequently revealed NXT wrestlers Josh Briggs and Tavian Heights will compete in its version of the G1 tournament, the N1 Victory Tournament, next month. It's an incredibly smart strategy from WWE, modelled on New Japan's successful excursion method, where they send promising young wrestlers to their partner promotions around the world to learn how to work in different environments. By sending developmental talent to wrestle in TNA or Japan, NXT's star creation process should be supercharged. And it's not just the men they're doing this for, as Io Sky was also in Japan over the weekend, wrestling at the new all-women's promotion Marigold, where she beat Utami Hayashishita, and the recently WWE signed Julia lost to Saray in the main event. Like I said earlier, Tiffany Stratton failed to cash in her Money in the Bank. So how should it be done? Here's a clip of me, Luke and Pete predicting Money in the Bank 2025 way too far in advance, which you can watch now.
Say his name.
No! Oh my God!
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Joe Hendry's in my Money in the Bank ladder match, officially signed to WWE Joe Hendry's, not a TNA partnership thing.
Wow.
That's fun.
That's great. It's an all-star ladder match. And when you think of ladder matches in WWE, historically, who do you think of? Randy Orton.